It's CMA Awards week in Nashville. It's Ken O'Brien and TC with Dierks Bently. Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
I love it.
So here's the deal.
Thanks for having me.
Of all the folks here today, you may have got the biggest current hit on the radio still. I know it's number one a few weeks ago.
It's big.
Did you expect Drunk on a Plane to be that big?
No, we were writing that song. It was me and a couple of friends, and one of them said, "Man, I've always wanted to write a song called Drunk on a Plane." And I literally had one of those moments, like the same moment I had when I knew I wanted to move to Nashville, where I was just like, we have to write the song. I don't even know what it's about yet, but I need that song because I am a pilot. I have my pilot's license, and I do like drinking. So to have those both in one song title, I don't even know what it was going to be about, but I was like, we have to write that song, and I think we wrote it pretty well, and it's just took on a life of its own.
To release that as a single, when you brought it to the label, this is what I want to do, were they kind of hesitant first?
Honestly, once I wrote it and I felt really good about it and got it to where I thought it needed to be, and then I got really scared about it. I was like, what if this just turns out to be a novelty thing or doesn't work? And I actually didn't want to put it on the record, and I got talked into, we probably need to include this on the record, and the label wanted to make it a single. I did not.
Oh.
And so they actually made it ones that chose it to be a single, and thank God, I went along with it because it's one of the most fun moments of the show, and people come out dressed like pilots, and girls are dressed like flight attendants, and it's funny, man. And it's just the reason the song works, I think, is because it has that tension of it's not just a funny, goofy song. There's the underlying theme of lonesomeness of this guy, this pathetic guy that's lost his girl and he's still getting going on the honeymoon.
Well, do you think as a pilot it was irresponsible of you to release a song about drinking on airplanes?
No, because as a pilot, it's the more people drink in the back, usually the calmer the flight is. They're drinking, they're relaxed. Now, as a pilot myself, no, unless autopilot's on, I would never have a cocktail.
Tell us about the moment.
Just kidding.
Hey.
Just kidding.
So tell us about the moment. You went up to the Cirrus factory and picked up your plane personally.
I did.
This is the airplane. It's a single engine, 4 seats.
Yeah.
It's got a parachute in it.
Yeah.
The entire factory came out and took a picture with you.
They did.
And your new plane when you picked it up. Tell us about that moment.
It was awesome, man. Just walking through the factory and meeting these, American workers building a product. You just don't see a lot of, all you hear about is jobs moving away and whatnot. So it's just great to be around these hardworking folks, and they're seeing them build a wing and whatnot. And I love planes. It's about for me, it's the way to save time with my family. 3 kids. I can't. Trying to cut the corners off some of my travel, so there's so many little airports across this country that if you don't mind being in a plane that goes low and slow and gets kicked around a little bit in the clouds, then it's a pretty good way to get around.
Kicked around in the clouds.
It actually gets better gas mileage than my truck, believe it or not. Yeah.
So next visit to Florida, would you be bringing your own plane?
Yeah, I've flown as far as I flew to the Bahamas for a gig. So I've flown all the way down to Miami. I've flown up to Key West before for a gig. I use it pretty much only for work, but it's 100%. A lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Well, it's great to see you. Congratulations on a huge song. You're looking at the list of all the artists here, and Dirk said, I'm going to see if I'm older than all these people or younger than all these people.
Here's the
thing that matters. You get a bigger hit than everybody.
No, I'm just trying to say who are the new artists? Who's the new blood coming in? Do I recognize all these names? And there's some folks I don't know, which is good, man. I think we need keep the new guys coming in, and as long as they don't take my spot on the radio.
Don't think it's going to happen. All right, CMA Awards week in Nashville. It's Ken O'Brien and TC
Thanks,
with
Ken.
Dierks
Thanks,
Bently.
TC. Appreciate you guys.
Good to see you.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate you.
See, live in Nashville with Scotty McCreery.
Hello. How we doing?
Hello.
Good, man. We're going to see you this Sunday, Stars and Guitars.
Yeah, man.
Do you enjoy doing these acoustic things or going out more in the big stages?
No, I enjoy the kind of the stripped down versions of stuff. Sometimes it's nice to get away from the lights and